Hello and welcome to Asan Education. In this video, we will discuss about challenges in achieving inclusive growth. What are the major challenges India is facing to achieve inclusive growth? In the last video, we have discussed what is inclusive growth and what is the different element of inclusive growth. Inclusive growth is a type of growth which includes all the sections of the society. For example, poor section, marginalized section, for example, SCs, STs, OBCs. They are empowered through financial inclusion, technological advancement, skill development. Okay, so in this video we'll see what are the major challenges which India is facing in achieving inclusive growth. So the first challenge is related to poverty. Poverty is one of the major challenges which hinders India to achieve inclusive growth. For example, as per the multidimensional poverty index 2018, India has lifted 271 million people from poverty between 2005-6 to 2015-16, with the poorest region group and children reducing poverty fastest. India demonstrate the clearest pro-poor pattern at the sub-national level. So this is telling about the problem of poverty in India, because due to multidimensional poverty index 2018, India has lifted 271 million people from the poverty between 2005 and 6 to 2015-16, with the poorest regions groups and children reducing poverty fastest. India demonstrates the clearest pro-poor pattern, that India is a pro-poor country. Its policies are related to pro-poor, that is reducing poverty, and this has been evident from the fact that India has reduced poverty of 271 million between 2005-6 to 2015 and 16. But still despite this, still despite reducing poverty of 271 million people between 2005 to 2016, despite the massive gains which we have discussed earlier, 373 million Indians continue to experience acute deprivation. Okay, now still we have 373 million people who are living at the poverty level and they are facing acute deprivations. Additionally, 8.8% of the population lies in severe multidimensional poverty and 19.3% of the population are vulnerable to multidimensional poverty. So what we have discussed? We have discussed that between 2005-6 to 2015-16, India has lifted 271 million people out of poverty. But despite this gain, today also 373 million Indians continue to experience acute deprivation, and this is a major hindrance to achieve inclusive growth as far as India is concerned. Okay, so we have to reduce poverty to reach inclusive growth. Second challenge is related to unemployment, because unemployment is at the highest rate of last 4 decades. Okay, as per the periodic labor force survey of NSSO, National Sample Survey Organization, the unemployment rate was among the urban workforce was 7.8%, while the unemployment rate for the rural workforce was 5.3%, and totaling the unemployment rate at 6.14%, 6.1. Okay, so unemployment is also one of the major challenges which stops India to achieve inclusive growth, because according to the periodic labor force survey which is released by National Sample Survey Organization, unemployment rate in India is 6.1%, which is at the highest of last 40 years. Okay, so what are the challenges facing by India's unemployment? See, the quality and quantity of employment in India are low due to illiteracy and due to over dependence on agriculture. Why we are having unemployment problem? Because due to illiteracy, people are not illiterate or people are not having literacy, and due to over dependence on agriculture, because agricultural dependence in India is very more, because more at least I think 45 to 48% of India's population is dependent on agriculture, but it contributes very low to India's GDP. See, the quality of employment is a problem, as more than 80% of the people work in the informal sector without any social security. So this is also a problem related to unemployment, because the quality of employment is also a problem as far as India is concerned, because more than 80% of the people work in the informal sector, and when a people is working in informal sector, he do not have any social security. Okay, low growth job is due to the following factor. What are the factors of low growth job growth? Low investment, okay, low capital utilization in industry, and low agricultural growth. So all these factors contribute to unemployment factor, and unemployment is a major problem which is hindering or which is stopping India to achieve inclusive growth. And you have to remember this fact that more than 80% of the people work in informal sector, and in informal sector there is no social security available to people. Okay, now let us see third challenge to inclusive growth. It is agricultural backwardness. As we have seen that a large population of Indian population is depending on agriculture and it contributes very less. See here, around 44% of the people in India have agriculture related employment, but its contribution to India's GDP is only 16.5%, which leads to widespread poverty. You can see that in India 44% of the population is dependent on agriculture, but contribution of agriculture is only 16.5% to India's GDP, which leads to widespread poverty. This is the paradox in India, because agriculture backwardness is also a reason to stop India from achieving inclusive growth, because around 44% of the people in India have agricultural related employment, but their contribution to India's GDP is only 16.5%. Okay, let us see some of the issues in agriculture are also. See, some of the issues in agriculture are as follows: declining per capita land availability. Land availability is also decreasing day by day. A slow reduction in share of employment. Employment share is also reducing. Low labor productivity. Their productivity is also, because we're talking about disguised employment where more people are employed and their productivity is very less. So these are some of the problems related to Indian agriculture. Some more problems: declining in agriculture is due to climate change, land degradation and unavailability of water. So water scarcity and climate change, land degradation, all these are contributing to low output in agriculture, and it is also reducing their dependency on agriculture, and agriculture is also becoming a sector of unemployment because that is not adequately producing great job and great income to the people, so they are going into the poverty trap. Disparities in growth across regions and crop. So there is a great disparity. In some regions we are having good cropping, again good pattern of crops and good yield as well, but in some regions we are facing acute shortage of water. So agriculture is also becoming a nightmare for Indian farmer. And the fourth challenge is issues with social development. What is the issues with social development? Let us discuss. Social development is one of the key concerns for inclusive growth, but it is also facing some of the problem, because until and unless we see social development, we will not be able to achieve inclusive growth. So what are the problem faced by the social development? See, significant regional, social and gender disparities, because in India we are also seeing very disparities between regional, social and gender disparities. Women are not empowered enough to participate in all the sectors. Okay. The second challenge related to social development is low level and slow growth in the public expenditure, particularly in health and education. The expenditure related to social development sectors such as health, we are spending only 1.5% of our GDP. And in education also we are spending very low as compared to other developed and developing countries. So it also reduces our chance to achieve inclusive growth, because unless and until we achieve social development in the sectors such as health and education, it will not help us to achieve inclusive growth. And if we want to achieve inclusive growth, we will have to spend much money on our social development sector such as health and education. And we have also a poor quality of delivery system, because logistical performance index of World Bank ranks India at very low, because we do not have that delivery system. Our delivery system is very poor, and social indicators are much lower for OBCs, SCs and STs and Muslims. Okay, so we can see that these marginalized and weaker sections of the society are at very lower strata of the society, and they are not adequately empowered to achieve inclusive growth, and they are not able to contribute to their full potential to Indian economy, because they are not provided adequate facilities in terms of health, education and infrastructure. And you can see malnutrition among the children is also a cause for hindering India to achieve inclusive growth, because India ranks 102 in Global Hunger Index, which is released by World Hunger Hive and Concern Worldwide. So in Global Hunger Index, our position is also very low when we compare ourselves with our neighbors, for example, Sri Lanka and Bangladesh. Okay, so India needs to work much harder to achieve inclusive growth. Now, one of the most important challenge which is faced by India is regional disparities. We see regional disparities because when we compare different regions, we are seeing that there exists a major disparity. For example, if we see Kerala, there is greater employment opportunities, there is greater literacy rate, but when we compare it with Bihar, Bihar is a state of low literate level or lower literacy level, and it also do not have the significant employment opportunities. So let us see what is regional disparities. Regional disparities are a major concern for India. Factors like caste system, gap between rich and poor, etc. contribute to regional disparities, which create a system where some specific groups hold more privileges over others. So we are seeing these regional disparities because the factors like caste system, gap between rich and poor are contributing to regional disparities, which is helping rich to become richer day by day and poor are becoming poorer day by day. Okay, so let us see some of the regional disparities problem. Because when we see in terms of literacy rate, Kerala is the most literate state with 93.1% literacy. On the other hand, Bihar is having only 63.8%. So you can see how the disparities are existing between two different regions. In Kerala, we have a literacy rate of 93.1%. So their skill development is given, so they will be able to get employment according to the need of the industry. But when we compare Bihar, only literacy rate is 63.82%. In terms of per capita income, Goa's per capita income is 4,67,998, while the per capita of Bihar is just 1/10 of that, that is 43,000. So you can see how the regional disparities exist. When we compare Bihar and Kerala on the term of literacy rate, Kerala is the most literate state with 93.1% literacy rate, and Bihar is having literacy rate of 63.8%. And when we compare two different regions, that is Goa and Bihar, on the term of, or in the term of per capita income, you can see Goa's per capita income is more than 4,50,000, but Bihar is having only per capita income of 1/10 of Goa, that is 43,822. So these are some of the challenges which are being faced to achieve inclusive growth. What we have seen in this video, we have seen what are the major challenges which stops India to receive inclusive growth. What are the challenges? First was the regional disparities, second was related to social development, and third was related to our agricultural backwardness. And we have also seen one more thing that was related to poverty and unemployment. So what we have seen in this video that what are the major challenges which stops India to achieve inclusive growth. So what were the challenges? First was poverty, second was unemployment, okay, third was regional disparities, and fourth was skill development is lacking in different sectors. Okay, so these were some of the major challenges which stops India to achieve inclusive growth. Okay, thank you for watching. Have a great day.